Okay. Because what the actual fuck is this movie? Little backstory. I have already seen this movie twice in theaters. I have never in my entire life seen a horror movie twice in theaters until this movie. It might be the greatest movie I've ever seen. I've told every single person that I actually know the same thing. I said, this is the best horror movie I've ever seen. Anyone who hasn't seen it, who I'm trying to convince is, no, come on. How could you say that? Did you see this movie? What about Sinners? What about that? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. This is the greatest horror movie I have ever seen. Now, my first theater experience with this thing was very much how everybody else was. It left me speechless. I was fucking scared the entire time. I think horror movies tend to do this thing where there's kind of like ups and downs, right? To give you that feeling of a roller coaster. And then as it kind of gets on, it's just like super creepy. This movie had me so uncomfortable pretty much the entire time. Like from the beginning scene before this motherfucker even made a wish, I was uncomfortable. And my God, dude, just the layers, I think, is really what it is for this movie, where I think it's two things. One, there's no monster or stuff. There's people talking about like, oh, like she's a demon and like freaky Nikki's but talking about Curry Barker, who, what a fucking man, by the way. Shout out YouTubers, shout out independent films. Always love seeing that. With Markiplier, and then I have not seen Backrooms yet at the time of recording this, but I will. It's fucking awesome, man. We're done with the Hollywood slop, blah, 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 blah. But Curry Barker has said, and I quote, well, I'm not going to quote because I don't remember exactly, but he basically said he wanted it to be like, no, it's not a demon. It's really just like this different version of Nikki that the Wish created. Right? And that's kind of a fine delineation, right? There's no like demon who took her over. And then it's like Nikki, the real Nikki, is fighting with this Wish Nikki. But the Wish Nikki is a person. It's just a person who is created from this. Dude, I have fucking goosebumps even talking about this shit. Why do I have the lights off in here? Like, I'm about to go turn some fucking lights on. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I don't even give a fuck if it fucks up the lighting of this video, because who gives a shit? I don't even remember what I was talking about. I literally don't even remember what I was talking about, because I thought Freaky Nikki was in the corner of my fucking room just now. And mind you, it's already been a couple days since I've seen it the second time, and this shit still gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh my God. Anyway. There's so many layers to this film of like the incel culture, the toxic masculinity, codependency, right, consent with the whole sexual assault thing. Like there's layers on layers on layers and layers, that it's so much more than just a horror movie, but it captures the essence of a horror movie and executes it perfectly. $750K and 20 days. Are you out of your fucking mind? Just demolishing Hollywood films that are like, no, we're going to need a timeline of about 2 months, $200 million, and blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm not trying to hear that anymore. Written, directed, and edited by this man. Bra fucking vo, man. And I am not what do you guys call it? A cinephile or whatever, but I might... I've been going to a lot more movies recently. I like the idea of a theater experience. I like going to the theater. I've always liked that as a kid. And I kind of got away from that with the whole, everything's on Netflix now, right? Everything can be watched from the comfort of your own home. But this movie, I saw it trending. I'm not on Twitter or like anything like that. So I really had like pretty much no spoilers. I was actually visiting a friend, and he told me about it. He was like, yo, this movie's getting buzz. It looks cool. Like, it's a horror movie. You want to go? I'm not a horror movie guy. I'm really not. I've seen a good amount of them. I either find them corny or I do find them scary, but forgettable. This one has been stuck in my fucking brain for a month, people. A month. And I've seen it twice in theaters, which again, I have never done. I rarely do for movies in general, go see it twice in a theater. I am sitting here right now and I'm like, fuck it, dude. If someone I know still hadn't seen it, I would go watch it a third time just so I could get a feeling of a first time experience viewing that movie. I would just to get a glimpse and see someone go through that movie for their first time. It is, oh my God, chef's kiss, dude. And really what it is, obviously, Indy Navarrete, you're fucking phenomenal. Michael Johnston was also fucking phenomenal. Honestly, all four of them in their own right, especially seeing it the second time, more so for Sarah's character and Ian's character, they were fucking awesome too. Obviously, they played more minor roles, but dude, they were fucking sensational. They were actually sensational. And I don't really want to talk like scene by scene about this movie. I'm not like a deep and dive analysis person. That's not what I want. I just want the raw emotions and my fucking ADD to fucking attack you so you can maybe feel as hype as I am for this movie, or maybe criticize how hype I am about this movie because maybe you don't feel the same way. But I will say I haven't talked to a person who's seen this movie and didn't like it, or didn't find it scary, or didn't find it fucking down. You know what? It's not even scary. It's downright disturbing. And that is something that I can't say about a lot of horror movies. And I think a lot of it, going back to the big things I love about this, obviously Indy's performance, fucking amazing. The way she acts out real Nikki trying to kind of pop back in and take control of her body and then switching right back into Wish Nikki, all the fucking weird movements. I'm getting goosebumps again, dude. All the fucking weird movements that she's doing, like, it is fucking awesome. Michael's or Bear's reactions to all this shit, it's exactly how I feel. And then the way it switches to him being the fucking villain, where you're like, wait a minute. Like, there is nothing like watching this for the first time to going from, oh, you feel a little sorry and you're almost a little like innocently angry at him, or you're like, come on, man, stop being such a bitch. Like, tell her how you feel. Come on. Like, just you're rooting for him. To, as the movie goes on, you go from, dude, that's really uncomfortable, to like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck is wrong with this man? Like, dude, people, I was reading online, people were literally booing at the part where this man decides goes to vomit at the end of the movie, when he tries to kill himself with the gun and then cowards out and chickens out, and then he tries to kill himself with the pills and eventually does, I guess, and then he's trying to throw, it's like, brother, like, fuck you, you selfish, arrogant prick. And the knowingness of it too. Like, there's genuinely people out there who like think that Bear is the victim. I think it's a very, very, very small minority at this point in the game, but like, there's no way you think that. I think the way the movie progressed was absolutely perfect, but Curry Barker made it abundantly clear at very specific intervals once you got like to the middle part of the movie that like, yo, Bear is aware of what the fuck he's doing and he doesn't give a shit. And a lot of it was through like him lying. He was lying to his two other friends, Sarah and Ian, about like, there's one part where he just completely lies to Sarah. I think when when he eats his fucking cat sandwich or whatever, he's literally tells her, she's like, oh, she asks like, what's up with Sarah, or what's up with Nikki, and then he goes, oh, like her dad's sick or whatever. This is after the no scene, and Ian had called him and said, dude, her dad's perfectly fine. So fucking Bear knows her dad is completely fine, that she lied, and then he called her out on the lie and basically said, I don't care. And at that point, that was strike one. It's like, what do you mean you don't care? And then it cuts to that fucking, one of the scariest scenes, I think, in the whole fucking film, of them having sex. Well, I mean, him molesting her, basically. But Jesus fucking Christ, dude, that movie was so crazy. And then, like, the scariest parts were just not your typical horror movie jump scares. Really, the only jump scare was fucking breaking into Sarah's window. And even that was done so perfectly because they dragged the scene out so fucking long. And also going up into that point, the way Curry had some of these scenes where it was just uncomfortable the whole time. Bedroom scene comes into play where she's in the corner watching him sleep. The first scene when Bear makes the wish at the car, that whole scene freaked me the fuck out. That whole scene freaked me the fuck out. Even before they got back to Bear's place, that whole scene was freaking me the fuck out the first time I watched it. The second time I watched it, I found a lot more, I don't know if humor is the right word. I was just a lot more like laughing about it, I guess. And I was trying to pay more attention to like little nuanced details. And maybe I'll make another video about some nuanced details and stuff like that. This isn't really the video for that. This is just, I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? I have not felt this way about a movie in a long time. I've also been thinking about creating a YouTube and doing reviews and stuff like that. I've really been getting back into movies and I was like, you know what? I can't remember the last time a movie had me so fucking juiced up like this, where I'm literally telling everyone like, dude, have you seen it? Have you seen it? And then when they have seen it, I'm rambling like this. It's fucking awesome. And to come from like independent film, like not even in Hollywood, is just like cherry on top. Yeah, man, I just think it was so creative, such a unique idea. And back to the jump scare thing, like why I typically don't find myself as a horror film enjoyer is because I find a lot of them forgettable, and I find a lot of horror movies one-dimensional a lot of the time, whereas this obviously had the layers and then the whole jump scare thing. Like, again, a lot of these scenes, really all of the scenes aside from that one, there was no jump scare. There's nothing. Like that bedroom scene ends and she has the flowers there and then she goes, "Freezer for Sandy, okay?" And the scene ends. And that's it. But that entire sequence, again, I'm talking about it. I have fucking goosebumps. Like, even talking about it, that scene is so vivid in my mind, as horror movies typically do. But a month out, after already seeing it twice, on the second rewatch, I still slept like shit the night after because I thought she was in the corner of my fucking room talking about how she hates her dreams. It's fucking freaky. No pun intended, but yeah. Just excellent execution and great acting. Like, and everyone's, kind of now going in these rabbit holes of the fandom of the One Wish Willow and like, oh, we need a sequel and this and that. And it's like, dude, I mean, maybe. I'm not the type of person who kind of cheers for sequels and stuff like that. I think this movie standalone could be fucking perfect and you can just leave it there. Boom, bomb dropped. Like, don't look at the explosion. It is what it is. Just, and then Curry just goes on and does whatever, and Indy goes and does whatever. I mean, these guys are already getting, I saw Michael Johnson already signed with some big, like, brand company. I don't really know, Gerbu or something like that. Guys, I'm not super in the know. These are the things I just see. But this movie deserves all of the hype it's gotten, all the attention, everybody involved deserves their fucking flowers. So here's me making my first ever YouTube video in terms of reacting to give everybody their flowers. This movie is amazing. If you're watching this and you still haven't seen it, the hype is real. Go fucking see it. And I guess subscribe or whatever. Yeah, I'll try to do more of these. Maybe my next one will be Backrooms.